Welcome back, everybody, to a new episode of Clumsy and Random, the show where we still don't have a pre-written intro, and I try and re-explain it every time. I should write it down, but I haven't. This is the Star Wars role-playing game show that's pretty much an improv show. Unlike improv, we still do the role-playing game thing where the dice tell us whether we succeed or fail at our actions, but otherwise everything's pretty much made up on the spot. Unlike most role-playing sessions where you have somebody who spent years of their lives prepping for a session beforehand, we are doing it all on the fly. I have here a massive deck of, what are they called? Adversary decks from Fantasy Flight role-playing system. Basically a huge deck of all the possible NPCs that they've statted out. We're gonna deal out 3 cards. Each player will get to pick which one they want. If they don't like any of them, you can wipe all 3 and then pull one random one, and that's what you're stuck with no matter what, and that's your character for the session. So that's how this works, if you're unfamiliar with it. 2 new decks have come out since we've last done it, Imperials and Rebels 3 and Republican Separatist. The Republican Separatist one could throw some huge wrenches into the mix that we have not yet had to deal with on Clumsy and Random, because there are cards for unique characters, which is a first for these cards. There's a card for Padme and Obi-Wan and Ventress and a couple others, I think. So that could get interesting. Joining us this week is Evan.
Heyo!
You probably know Evan. Leo's not here. And special guest returning. You may remember him from the episode where we had an Eopie shoved full of drugs. It is Alex from the Star Wars Explained YouTube channel.
Hey, what's up?
Happy to have you back. I think that last time you were on was still one of my favorite episodes of this.
Oh, that's nice to know. Well, I've taken some improv lessons since then, so we're going to see if I get any better.
All right. We're going to... yes, and. That's all I know. Okay. Alex, as you are our esteemed guest, you are going to get the first pick of the cards. I've been mixing them up as best I can. Here come the top 3 cards. You have a Quarren Agitator.
Okay.
Dude looks pretty riled up. He's stabbing a hologram propaganda poster with a knife. You have a... I'm going to toss out cards we've seen on the show before as player characters, just so we don't get repeats. So unfortunately, you do not get to choose a Nexu, because I think that was the last episode where we had someone being the babysitter for a Nexu. So Quarren Agitator, Stalking Acklay, or a Cohoon with the poison centipedes that try and nibble me.
So 1 sentient and 2 non-sentient beings?
Yep, or you can wipe them all, and I'll pull one random one, and that's what you're stuck with.
I want to be stuck. Give me a random one.
All right, I'm grabbing from the middle of the deck. A Black Claw Saboteur. I don't know what that is. The Ashern, also called the Black Claws, have operated in the inner rim planet of Thyfera for decades. This radical group of Vractix freedom fighters was ultimately responsible for the thriving season. Where is this source material? This is from the Clone Wars pack. No, this is from Imperials and Rebels. The thriving period was a 10-year period during the Separatist crisis, during which the Vractix reclaimed control of... I've never heard of the Ashern, the Black Claws, or the Vractix.
The Vractix, I think
Is that a species? They look like bug guys. They kind of look like praying mantis on the art.
Yeah, they're in the X-Wing books.
Ah. Okay, well, you're a bug dude.
Okay. I'm a weird bug creature.
Saboteur?
I'm a saboteur.
Yeah, a Black Claw Saboteur. Alright, Evan, you ready?
As always.
Option number 1, an Imperial Stormtrooper.
Nope.
Option number 2, a Vornskier.
What are those? Wait.
Those are those dumb, like, force dogs.
Trackers.
I think, right?
Yeah,
like
okay,
the
no.
Force.
Yeah, no thank you.
Alright, option number 3 is an Imperial Gunnery Corps.
No.
Like the dude with the silly helmets who shoot Death Star turrets. Alright, so it sounds like you want the...
I want to get stuck.
Random card says... somebody we've already had before, so I'm going to re-pull. Which was a government bureaucrat.
Oh yeah, we don't want that guy again.
Random card says... a Black Sun Vigo.
You cut out. Did you say Black Sun Vigo?
I said a Black Sun Vigo.
Well, all right.
So probably a Feline.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you can be whatever. The artwork shows a Deveronian.
What?
I think you'd be whatever you want. If you're a Feline, then you get those pheromones. Who doesn't want that?
that presents a lot of issues, I think, in this day and
The
age.
pheromones.
Yes. I
You don't
promise.
have to use them.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I promise I will not have a sex bot in the trunk of my car, of my speeder.
Oh, I just dropped a bunch of cards. Okay.
Okay.
I think, Evan, you are a Black Sun Vigo. You're kind of new to being a Vigo. You're trying to... You've just been made a Vigo, if one gets made a Vigo. You're trying to hire a saboteur. You're on the planet... somebody pick a planet.
Oh, man, I wish there were just like a random planet picker.
Right, I kind of need a deck just full of locations. This is the first one where the characters have been so vague, a setting has not become immediately apparent to me.
I was gonna say, if only Leo was here with his CCG cards, he could just pull out all the planets and pick one at random. We'll say... Man, all the ones I'm thinking of don't make any sense.
Let's go to...
Kato Naimoria.
Alright, sure.
Alright.
So yeah, you're new to being a Vigo. You have... I feel like we did interviews for a job position last time, but I kind of like the sound of that. You're interviewing people because you need someone to sabotage. That'll be your choice. You know what? We could, if these Black Claw saboteurs don't get the job, maybe another card will pop up, and that's who's next in the interview line. We'll see what happens.
All right. So... I assume I am going to the shadiest of shady cantinas.
I was picturing you in your office.
In my
with
office.
People in the waiting room.
The shadiest of shady office on this planet, with people in the waiting room. It was a dark day. I had the blinds half drawn. In strolled an alien. I sat behind my desk, waiting for them to say something.
Hi, I'm an alien, and I hear you're looking for a saboteur. That could be me. I'm literally a saboteur, and I've got 6 arms, and that's great for doing all kinds of sabotage.
What are your... Yes, I stop and think for a minute. I pull out... the handy-dandy guide to hiring saboteurs.
That they give you when you become a Black Sun Vigo.
Yes.
It's in the handbook.
Let's see here. So what sort of experience do you have as a saboteur? I can't have just anyone, some newbie off the street, trying to, act like they've been doing a job for longer than they have been. We don't appreciate that.
Sure. Well, yeah. I'm a Veratix. My name is Hank. It's H apostrophe N K, and
A strong name.
we Veratix. We come from Typhera, and we invented Bacta. But I don't know if you heard a while back there was some like competition with some rival Bacta makers, but I was the one that sabotaged the other batch of Bacta so that we could get ahead. So now we make the best batch of Bacta.
Is what's the brand name on that? I usually buy things on discount.
Oh, sure, and yeah, and we sell ours in bulk. It's just called Fix It All. Just rub it on whatever you got. Any ailment, any wound, Bacta fixes it all.
Yes, I've had to use that a number of times. It's a good scrub down below.
Yeah, I imagine in your line of work, you probably get hurt a lot.
I mean, I try not to. It's usually self-inflicted. But yes, this sounds good. Let me stop and think. Do you have any? Do you come with any recommendations from people?
Oh yeah, I come with a recommendation from my Kinnear. That's the ruler of our species. It's Kinnear, and our Kinnear is named Greg.
You know what? I think I have heard of this one. He had some sort of soup or something a few decades ago.
The door to the office opens up and a small Alina comes in holding a tray of drinks. Hey, boss, you need some Jawa juice? Would you like some Jawa juice? How's the interview going?
I don't need you coming in here while I'm doing my business. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, the last time I walked in on you doing your business, it was...
Yes, I need you. I need you to knock. Please. You're not helping. Leave the juice.
Okay, did you want some juice, sir?
I'm fine. I only really ingest Bacta these days.
Oh,
Get the man some Bacta. Get him. Get it for him. Go.
You know how much the Bacta... Do you just come... Okay, I'll get you the boss.
We're going to expense it.
I'll get the
We're expensing it.
Okay.
Get a receipt.
He waddles out of the room with the tray, and the door closes behind him.
You'll have to excuse me. My help is less than adequate.
Oh,
Hopefully
I mean,
you can
okay.
change that.
Oh yeah, I'm the best. I'll do whatever you need, man, and I'll get it done fast and good.
Fast and good. That's how we like it around here. All right. Well, he stops and thinks for a second. He's sort of stuttering, showing his inexperience. Hang on a second. And he consults a little book. He ducks behind the desk. So he's just... you see this guy just like duck behind the desk really quick. And he pulls out his little book and starts flipping through it. Like, okay, so that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Interesting that you have a book in these days. You don't see that a whole lot anymore.
He pops up suddenly. Yes! What? No. Book? He slams the drawer shut. What book?
Oh, no, nothing. I heard pages rustling, and I was just intrigued because no one has books anymore.
Oh.
It's usually just data pads.
Yes, I find it's much more secure. You can't slice a book. I mean, technically you could if you used like a knife or something, but
Can you password protect a book?
yes.
Wow.
The door opens back up, and the little guy comes back in with a big glass of bluish clear liquid. Here you go. It's hope you don't mind. It's just the Space Mart brand.
Oh, well, I guess it'll do.
He hands it to you. You notice there's some like dark flecks in it.
This looks like it's been used. Did you just like pull it out of a Bacta tank.
I mean, wait, this is it's not the best top shelf stuff, but come on. I mean, you notice he's kind of like wiping some liquid off his bag. So.
Could you at least run it through a sieve or something, like a strainer, to get these flecks of skin and disease out of here?
It's good for your immune system, is what they're saying these days.
Hey, you heard the man. Run it through the...
Hey, you gonna let this guy boss you around? You're the boss. He's trying to... You. All right, you're the boss.
He is a guest. You go.
You shouldn't hire this guy.
Wow.
That's enough.
That's rude.
He just kind of shrugs and backs out of the room, and the door slides shut.
Well, I hope you haven't been too offended. As you can see, I need all the help I can get.
I am very offended. And I don't know if I can work with you now. I thought this would be a good fit, where I'm part of the Black Claw, you're part of the Black Sun. That seemed to just be perfect, but...
The synergy is just unbelievable. So, the job. Yes, I suppose you'd like to know about that, wouldn't you?
I guess. I mean, might as well. I came all this way.
How far did you come?
28 parsecs.
He stops and thinks. Like, you can see the gears going in his head. That's a long ways.
It thinks. Sure is.
All right, well, it turns out that the Hut Cartel is trying to expand their culto operations. Yes, the poor man's Bacta, I believe it's called. Discount Bacta.
You need so much of it to heal a hut. Like, an unbelievable amount.
They, like, tuck it under those folds, and it just, like, you don't see it anymore. It just dissolves.
Disgusting is what it is.
It is. It's gross. I hear that's just scraped from the bottom of the ocean.
Oh, yeah. I mean, who would even use Colto anymore is what I want to know. When Bacta's here, you can just get a good glass of Fix-It-All, dunk your hand in it,
and then drink it.
Well, I mean, run it through a sieve, please.
Yes, of course, the sieve. Yes. You should really, like, sell the sieve to go with.
I mean, I didn't know that this wasn't common knowledge. I thought that people would just get the gross stuff out before drinking it. But
I mean, of course, who wouldn't? Am I right?
The Alina.
Yeah, well, that guy is just a simpleton. He's not all there. You should hear the way he talks. You can tell.
What happened to him?
I don't know. He probably drank too much Colto because it's gross.
That checks out.
Yeah, so I thought you're an expert. You would know.
Mm-hmm.
So, yes, we need to destroy the Hut Cartel's attempt to push Colto through this sector.
You know, I was feeling iffy about this job because of the way your Alina treated me, but now I get that something tragic happened to him, and if I'm helping to... Oh.
Hey, boss, how'd that interview... Oh, this guy's still here? You're not thinking about interviewing him, are you?
Hey. Did you filter that Bacta?
He's got, like, a strainer. It's got a handle. He's using it to, like, scratch his back, and he stops, and he holds it out, and he goes... Yeah. I just working on a fresh batch right now.
Okay.
I reach out to the Alina and...
Whoa. That's assault.
I'm trying to befriend
Easy.
you
This
now.
is the Black Sun outpost number 3006. Zeta.
Oh, well, I'll just write
You
that
don't
down
mess
real
around
quick.
here.
That might be important information later.
Whoa, this guy's trying to steal our secrets, boss. We can't let him
So
leave here.
Just knowledge that you.
I mean,
you
yeah,
gave to me
he's right.
freely.
It's just knowledge.
No harm there.
Yeah, exactly. What's he gonna do with that? Little guy, little fella, little buddy, little pal.
Hey man,
What do you think
I've
he's
been
gonna
with
do?
the Black Sun for 13 days.
Oh, look at you, big man.
That's half of my lifespan.
I'll show you a span.
I don't think that's correct.
Oh, now Mr. Bug Boy thinks he knows everything about my people.
Well, I know you live longer than 26 days.
I haven't.
I don't want to tell you how to do your job, Vigo, but I think this guy's, if he's lying about this, what else is he lying about?
You make some very good points. You are very, very wise man. I can see why you come highly recommended.
Thank you.
Man,
I'm sorry. Did you have anything to say down there?
what? Why didn't you ask me to be your saboteur is all I'm saying. I work for you day in and day out. I bring you your Jawa juice. I rub your feet. I clean your underwear. I don't tell nobody's what's I find in it. And then you just go and hire from the outside. I thought we had something.
We have. I'm your boss. That's
I know,
what we have.
and I wanted us to be more than just...
that would not be appropriate workplace.
You bring him here to kick me out. You turn him against me.
You have
All
done
right.
that yourself.
All right, look. This is not about you, okay? You go wait
It's
outside.
never about me.
That's right.
You say, give me the juice, rub my feet,
I'm glad you've realized this.
pick my scabs,
Yep.
floss my
Hey,
teeth.
You know what?
Everybody calm down. Look, I'm here to do a job, and especially now that I know what we're doing and I'm going to be driving out some of my competition, that sounds great to me. I could always use a partner.
Whoa,
I mean,
this guy's here.
I have 6 hands, but another pair of tiny hands couldn't hurt.
You want me to be your boss?
That's
I'm
not even
that's what he
remotely.
said. No, not correct.
I was thinking you'd be assistant to the saboteur.
It's a step up. I mean, it's like an apprenticeship.
What's your title now?
Bitch.
Is that an Alina word? I'm not. What does that roughly
Yes,
translate to in basic?
I'm not familiar with this either.
One who serves most loyally and gets overlooked all the time.
Honorable.
I mean, I do look over your head frequently.
So we cut ahead. We're on the job now.
Have all
what
three
were
of
we
us
doing?
gone?
Yeah, Vigo,
Yeah.
he got some pressure from the higher-ups. Basically, they're chiding him that he didn't like to get his hands dirty, so he said, fine, I'm going to go with the saboteur on this mission. Even though he technically doesn't have to, but his ego kind of compelled him to go along. So they're on the... We're sabotaging Bacta shipments? Culto shipments?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
That's
there's...
what we're doing.
We're now on let's say we're on Malastair, and there's a cargo convoy traveling across the plains, and we're gonna do something about it.
All right. Just as a quick sidebar, it took me a second. I had to look it up, but an Alina's lifespan is about 80 years. So you were close.
Yeah.
But back to Malastair.
All right, we've arrived, gentlemen, and now is the time for you to show me what you've got. We need to plan this attack. How we're going to destroy the Hutt's Kolto operation.
I immediately start running towards the convoy.
Oh, there he goes.
That's one way to do it. Get after him.
Okay. And then I'm struck because I'm wearing a backpack, like a normal person-sized backpack full of all the stuff. It's about as tall as me. Going after it. Come on. Boss, he's gonna need our help.
Yes. Go. I will be right behind you.
I'm going as fast as I can. This bag's heavy.
You're doing great. Keep it up.
Oh, that's the nicest thing you've ever said to me, boss.
Well, you know what? You deserve praise when it's due. Maybe if you do better from now on, you'll get more of it.
Oh boy, I can't wait to do better. You know what? I'm gonna leave this bag here and just gonna scuttle up after him.
Yes, scuttle
Probably
with
nothing
all your
important.
might.
Okay, so I scuttle up and somehow catch up. There's a convoy of like hover vehicles coming this way.
How many?
There's 4 of them. They're single file. There's no guards visible. Kind of like semi trucks without wheels, and more Star Warsy looking. Can't see any guards or any visible weapons. Looks pretty unsecure.
I attempt to leap onto the lead car.
Okay, time for our first roll. You've got 2 agility. You have an ability that just says create Bacta. You can. The explanation for that is Vratics can secrete 1 liter of Bacta per day. Do they just use this stuff?
It's like
Or does he have a machine? The use of the word secrete makes it weird. Yeah,
but maybe.
I mean that makes sense.
I'll defer to the cards.
It's when they sneeze, it comes out. It needs to be something really gross, like slurm, where nobody knows like the origin.
Probably.
Okay, so roll 2 yellow dice, a blue die, and then 2 purple dice. Actually, no, roll a red die instead of... So 2 yellow, a blue, and 1 red.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. You got a triumph and some successes and a threat. Basically, you exceed incredibly well and did something super badass. So what'd you do?
I jump onto the lead truck, latch onto it with my clawed arms, and rip the top off.
Ooh. Inside, there are 2 Nikto guards. They were kind of just leaning against each side. Through the middle of the truck is like a row of crates, which you presume has the Kolto. There's 2 dudes sitting on either side. They look like they're napping, and they woke up and they looked up at you. Evan and I think we'll have to also try and jump onto the truck. Evan, are you just going to sit there and watch? Are you going to try and jump on? What's going on with you?
I'm going to very awkwardly attempt to climb on after I see that everyone else is successful.
Okay, well, I guess I'm going next. My dude, I don't actually have a card for. I'm going to assume is not very agile or good at this. I'm going to have 1 green die and a black die because the trucks are hovering about taller than I am high, and 2 red dice. If I roll a despair, my guy... I just failed with some threat, so I jumped and I just face planted. So I missed the first truck, and the next truck nearly took my head off, so I only have 2 trucks left worth of attempts to climb onto the convoy. Evan, you see me just kind of My vertical jump is about 2 inches, so the little guy just kind of leaps up and face plants. Little poof of dust goes up.
All right, you poof, and I probably stumble a bit behind you, but I try to, make myself look better and get up there.
All right, Evan, do a yellow, 2 greens, and a red.
You said 2 greens and a red?
1 yellow, 2 greens, and a red.
Oh, 1 yellow. You're dropping a little bit, so I might ask you to repeat yourself. Hey-oh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You got a success and a whole bunch of advantage.
Whole bunch of advantage. I will probably succeed and just pass those advantages along as boosts to everybody else.
So now you two are on the front truck. The roof of it has been completely torn off in a feat of strength, and these guys are looking up at you, about to fire. For your information, Evan, you have a heavy blaster pistol and a force pike. Hank has black claws. Apparently that's why they're called the Black Claws.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weapon.
Go figure.
3 frag grenades. And that's it. So you got your claws and some frag grenades.
I drop a frag grenade into the truck and I jump to the next one.
Okay, let's see what happens.
And I tell the Vigo, why did you jump onto this truck?
Like, because we're trying to do the thing with it.
And I'm attempting to throw a grenade in it right now, and now you're here, so now you have to jump too.
Roll 2 yellows and a purple for your grenade toss. See what happens to those guys.
Is this just the grenade or the grenade and the jump?
This is just the grenade.
Okay.
The grenade was a dud, but it hit one of the Nikto in the head and killed him instantly. Like, you chucked it down, it smacked this guy in the head, and he's just dead from blunt force because you are exceptionally strong, but the grenade didn't go off. You forgot to actually just, the little thermal detonator flip switch that slipped your mind. So now you can decide if you want to jump or not.
I think because I already said that I was going to, and I think that my character would just assume that it was not going to be a dud, or that I would. He's so confident that he was like, well, that's definitely going to explode, and he jumps anyway.
Okay, roll 2 yellow and 2 purple. Ooh, you did something incredibly badass again. Another triumph. Do you just rip the roof off of the second truck?
Apparently.
Yeah, I rip the roof off the second truck and I scream, "That's how we do it!"
With your, can opener claws. Okay, inside this truck is much the same. There is, along the middle, there's some cargo. This one only has 1 guy in it. It is a Twi'lek. It looked like he was snorting something off of the top of the crates. And he looks up and he goes, wah, wah, wah. Back to the Alina. Going to try to get onto the truck again. I'm going to roll 1 green, 2 red, and a black because he's a little dazed. He's trying to get onto the 3rd truck now. Failed again with another. So he did the same thing and just face plants. And he's got 1 truck's worth of chances left to get in this action. And Evan, what's your guy up to?
He is stumbling along, trying to keep up with the new hire, and not look bad in the process.
Well, you're still on the first truck where there's 1 man alive, and he's pulling his gun out, starting to aim at you. Because you're above, kind of on the cab of the truck.
I tried to shoot at him.
Okay, you have a heavy blaster pistol. So roll 3 green dice, 1 purple, and throw in a black because you're a little off balance.
I do not do well.
Okay, well, you failed, but you have some advantage. Your advantage is you missed, but you missed and you shot the grenade that was sitting on the floor. So that blows up. It incinerates the guy who is already dead. The shrapnel rips through the Colto, and that blast rips apart the man you're trying to shoot. So this truck, the cargo container is a wreck. The truck is starting to swerve very erratically. It hasn't... The guidance system isn't totally dead yet, but the truck is starting to wobble, and you're still on the cab of it.
I scream, I knew that grenade would go off.
Evan, why don't you roll to see if you don't fall over? Your agility is roll yellow, 2 green, and 3 purple and a black.
And a black.
Okay, you're fine. Well, you don't fall off the truck, but you do fall over.
Okay, I go prone.
Yeah, and you cut yourself.
And I cut myself with what?
This jagged edges of where he can open to the roof. And there's no... we really don't keep track of health in this because that's too much work for... So you're hurt. We'll see if that matters.
All right.
So that guy's dead. We're going to go to the Twi'lek, who's noticing you standing on the roof triumphantly. And he's going to try and rip a shot at you before you do anything else.
All right. After snorting dust.
Yeah. Whatever it may be. I'm going to roll for him.
He'll have some disadvantages on that, I'm sure.
He will.
Could have been just vitamins.
Could have been. You're right. Some vitamin Z.
He's going to roll 2 green, 2 purple, and 4 black because he is blitzed. He succeeded. He got a shot through. So he hits you in one of your non-vital shoulders. You've probably got like...
He can shoot one of my arms off. I've got a ton.
One of the other vital shoulders.
As the arm flips, like rips off, it like goes into an obscene gesture as it blows away in the wind. He has some threats, though. That recoil of his gun was so much for him to handle in his current state. He drops his gun to the floor. So back to Hank. You've just lost one of a few arms, and you're standing above this guy who's now like clambering to pick his gun back up off the floor. You have 2 grenades left and plenty of claws. Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I forgot my name was Hank.
I was wondering. It's like, that's you.
Or it's maybe like...
Right. If you could just pronounce it correctly.
That would help.
All right. I think even with one arm down, I think I can take this guy. So I'm just going to jump in and attack him with my black claws.
All right, your black claws. That's brawl. What is... Evan, off the top of your head, you know what brawl uses? Does that use agility or brawn? Doesn't matter. It's the same. Roll 2 yellows and 1 purple. And roll a black as well because you're missing an arm. You're not used to not having an arm. You failed. It's just straight up. You swing and a miss. He ducks down. You swung right at his head, but he goes ooh, and he ducked to try and pick up his gun, and he kind of inadvertently juked your swing.
I'm just glad that no one can see this because I'm now inside the truck.
Right. Okay, Here comes little dude's last attempt to hop on the last truck. 1 green, 2 red. I'm going to give him a blue because he
Yeah, I did pass
He
along
knows he
those
doesn't want to
advantages.
be embarrassed. Well, he's really digging deep here. He gets hit by the fourth truck and dies immediately.
What?
Okay, he's gone. He rolled 2 advantage and a despair. The advantage is his... he got kind of sucked into the engine and that truck just exploded. So you guys only have 3 trucks to worry about now. He did his part.
I just hear it and I go, the little guy did it.
Yeah. Good job. You will be remembered. Not really. I don't know what your name was.
Yep. So let's go back to Evan.
Yes.
You're on the truck that's frantically zigging and zagging from side to side because it's on fire. The truck behind you, there's no roof. You can't see what's going on inside of it. But you saw Hank jump down into it. And what you doing? And you see that the fourth truck exploded, and you're driving away rapidly from that explosion.
I'm probably I'm sweating by now and unconsciously releasing pheromones and trying to just...
Oh, you are indeed falling?
Yeah. I want people to be able to, picture what I'm doing. But yes, I'm a falling, and I am trying to keep up with the new hires still. He's doing impressive work. I'm just like, he's freaking out a little bit. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep up.
So you want to try and navigate to the next truck?
Yes.
Okay. This is going to just require a lot of agility, I would imagine, because you have to traverse the bombed out section of the truck you're on.
Uh-huh.
And then jump to the next one. So roll a yellow, 2 green, 3 purple. Actually, no. Yellow, yellow, green, red, purple, purple, and a black.
Red, purple, black?
2 purples.
Is that correct?
I'm
going to roll it, and if it's wrong, you tell me.
You need 1 more purple.
Okay. Dun 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 dun. There we go. What? That's way worse. You cheated me.
We'll count your... Well...
No, that's all right.
Okay,
I'm
you
joking.
don't... You just kind of... You're frozen in place.
Yeah.
You're about to start going, and you're like, because, I mean... It's just jagged metal and fire.
I've already been cut once.
Remains, and yeah, you have a small scratch.
This is not going well. I've lost 1 employee and I got scratched. The latter being far worse.
To you, the other Black Sun Vigos are watching this on secret cameras from like drones, and they're just kind of giggling.
Look at this guy.
All right, we're back to the Twi'lek. He's going to attempt to pick up his gun, which, normally that would be something you don't have to roll for, but since he's pretty smashed. He succeeded with an advantage, so he picked up his gun and got a shot off. But he rolled a despair as well. Well, he managed to pick it up and shoot. The shot went wide, and the despair is he's now just vomiting on the gun, which is jamming it up. But he got a shot off. It just barely missed you. It singed you.
Okay.
This guy's not having a great day. So it's back to you, Alex.
I'm gonna sneeze Bacta onto my shot off arm because I just remembered I can do that.
Yeah,
And,
you can.
You
are allowed to create Bacta. You're up to a liter per day. It says on this card.
Oh my gosh!
We'll just do like a like a quarter of a liter, however much that is.
A little squirt.
Just to stop the bleeding, and then I'll attack him again.
All right, claws away. Roll 2 yellow and 1 purple. Ooh, you hit him. You do 8 damage, 9 damage, 10 damage. Yeah, you kill him. You're welcome to describe how you kill him.
I grab onto him with my 3 arms on the right and my 2 arms on the left, and I just pull him apart, but he mostly goes to the right because I have more arms.
All right, he's gone, and you are... combat is over for the moment. There's only 1 truck left. You have no idea what's in it, how many people. You have destroyed 2 of the 4 shipments. So you're sitting there with 2 grenades left and a shipment you got to sabotage, and then the 1 more truck.
I'll save the grenades, and I'll just... I haven't actually done any sabotaging yet, so I will sabotage this truck so that it will explode in an appropriate amount of time after I've left it.
Okay, I think that's going to take some, like electronics or computers or something. A little bit of... especially if you want to have it blow up on a timer.
Sure, but I mean, I am a saboteur, so...
Yeah, let's say, let's go 3 yellow. A blue, since you're feeling pretty good about tearing that guy in half. And I'm just going to say 1 red, because I really like the threat of that despair popping up. You succeed. So the truck is continuing on normally, but it's going to blow up whenever you feel like it will.
Could I have rigged it to like a detonator that I'm holding?
Sure.
Okay. I'll have done that.
Okay. Evan...
and then if a despair comes up, then I could have accidentally pressed it or something.
That would be great. Evan, what's going on in the front truck?
I am trying to figure out what I can contribute. It seems like everything's taken care of. I just shout out, how's everything going?
It's great. We've now destroyed the first truck. The second one is sabotaged. I heard our Alina friend, he must have done something amazing to take out the 4th truck all by himself. We have 1 to go. Let's do this. Lock and load.
Yes, lock and load. And I see if... because I don't have any explosives on me, I don't believe.
Nope. You have a force pike.
I do. I try to jam it into the controls of the truck, into the steering apparati, in an attempt to force it to blow up, because that's how this guy thinks.
Okay. I guess
this is the first truck, right?
Yeah, this is the one that's mostly blown up already and behaving erratically.
But the Colto's destroyed, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Nothing left to do on that trick. Well, yeah, why don't you just roll the 3 yellow and a purple, because jamming a stick into a control panel shouldn't be that hard.
You'd think. Hey-o!
You hit it. The truck immediately pulls a hard right. Somehow behaves as if it had tires and flips, sending you flying. And the truck is rolling and tearing itself apart. But you're just kind of soaring through the air at whatever speed the truck was going.
This is what a success and advantage looks like?
I mean, you
Apparently.
said your intent was to make the truck blow up, right?
Yes,
That's what you set out to do, and you
that's
succeeded.
what I
don't know
set
how
out to do.
I feel like not blowing up with it is the best case scenario.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
So we'll just leave you there for now.
Excellent.
And Alex, what's going on down in truck number 2?
I will just leap out of it and aim for the third truck.
All right, 2 yellow, 2 purple again. See if you can do 3 times the charm.
2 purple?
Yep. Well, you made it. You didn't immediately tear the roof off again, but you landed. Some sort of advantage. You did like a cool superhero landing, and
I'll take that.
you happen to notice there's just a button on the roof that looks like it would probably open the roof up without any effort.
I decide not to use it, and I rip into it with my claws.
Okay, it tears open like a can of sardines again, and the roof goes flying out the back. At this point,
I pumped my 5 fists.
inside, there is no Colto, and there's 2 more Nikto and a Twi'lek, and they're not. They don't appear to be armed. They're just kind of sitting there. It looks like they were, playing PSPs or cards or whatever.
Not even Vitas, PSPs.
Yeah. They're just kind of sitting there. There's just they're sitting on some boxes. The boxes do not look like the Colto boxes you had seen in the other trucks. There's nothing big in there like that. See some duffel bags.
I asked them if they have seen an Alina around.
Who are you? Don't kill us, please.
So you haven't seen my buddy? My little buddy?
What?
My little protege?
I don't know who you are. You just ripped the roof off of the car we're driving in. I'm scared. Please don't kill us. What? An Alina? What is that?
Wow. You guys need to get out more. They're like little short guys. Rats Tyrell, pod racer, famous pod racer. Maybe you heard of him.
Oh, that guy. The guy who goes, wah.
Yeah, that's what he's most famous for.
Oh, wait, no. Oh, yeah, that guy. I'm more of a fan of his brother, Odie. And their brother, Garfield. Okay, yeah, I know you. No, I haven't seen anybody like that. Also, don't kill us, please.
Okay, I mean, what are you guys doing?
We're with our spouses. They were working a job. It's just a weekend gig. We needed some money so we can go back and feed our children. So we were riding along, and they're in the trucks up ahead, garden stuff. We're not sure what it's for, but yeah, we're with them trying to make a better life for ourselves.
Oh,
really exciting stuff, Yep. You ever been there where you're kind of struggling, and then an opportunity comes along, and you think, this is it. After this, things are going to start looking better. That's what today is.
Totally. Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking for my Alina friend, right? We were just trying to have an adventure together.
Hey there, everybody, it's Evan. Just letting you know we ran into some technical difficulties with the remainder of Alex's audio. So unfortunately, I'm going to be chopping up the last few minutes here into something resembling words. Some of it won't make sense without his audio, so I'm just going to hack and slash my way through the rest of this and get us to the end. So I hope you understand, and we will see you at the finish line.
Oh, I mean, if you lost your friend, we can help. I don't know why you ripped the roof off of our thing. Evan, you're still flying through the air. By some coincidence of Star Wars physics and your own maneuvering, the trucks are passing underneath you. You have the potential to land on either of the two trucks as they kind of come by, because you're starting to slow down with the wind resistance and they're still going. So you might land in one of these two trucks.
All right. Well, I'm...
roll 2 yellow and 1 red and a black.
Ooh, okay, here we go.
Oh, you made it.
Hey.
With an advantage. Which truck would you like to land in? The second or the third truck? The second is rigged to blow whenever. And the third truck has 3 people in it and your teammate.
Well, the third one.
Okay. You land in it more gracefully than you might expect, but still you were falling out of the sky, so you broke your arm and kind of smash into the bottom of the bed of the truck. The 3 people go, oh my
with
God.
3 success and an advantage?
How do you fall from the sky accidentally?
All right.
Right. The success was you made it in
okay.
there, as opposed to just hitting the ground and being left behind. Or breaking your neck or something. You were thrown from a moving vehicle and landed in the other ones.
Fair enough.
Seems pretty good.
Yes.
It was the arm that you had previously scratched as well.
Oh, no.
So you smash into there. The Twi'lek and the Niktor are like, oh my gosh! Is this... Wait, that's not your friend, is it? And then they say, may the goddess of nasal be kind to you.
I feel so funky.
So who are you? I mean, I know you're missing your friend, but why are you... Do you want to you want to play games? We brought some fun games to play. Do you think you'll be able to fix our roof? I don't know. I mean, they told us not to break the vehicles. These aren't ours. They belong to the people our spouses are working for. So, I mean... Oh, okay, you work for them too? Okay, that's... So you know Fleek then. Oh, cool. He's such a cool guy. We haven't known him very long though.
I'm just sitting there like rocking back and forth.
You know this green guy? He smells good.
Yeah, I am still putting out the pheromones completely subconsciously.
Is he single? Okay, so there's an explosion. It goes off without a hitch. That car was, just in front of this one. So the truck you're all on rams into it. It was mostly blown up, so it doesn't derail you or anything. But it shakes the car, damages it a bit. Embers come in through the top. Oh my God, what was that? No, everybody down. They get to the floor and they're one of them is holding the PSP above his head like a little shield. They're just kind of cowering. What do we do? You have to protect us.
Somebody help me!
Please.
Yes.
Save our husbands. Okay, and you guys, you grab him under a couple of your arms and then just jump out and let's see if you can land this as the last truck drives away. You do 2 yellows and 1 red 2 purple and a black. I mean, you're carrying a guy and traveling at high speeds. So you don't stick the landing. You twist an ankle. Evan's character falls out of your arms and breaks his other arm.
No. Give me some of that.
Okay,
let me just get a sip. Come here.
You see, you notice there's like a little bit dripping out of his nose.
Just give me a little bit.
While he's licking your nose and like Frenching your nostrils, you happen to get a sniff of his pheromones, like a real dose. I want you to make a willpower check to see how this affects you. You know what? Let's have your willpower versus his presence. So you roll 1 green and 4 purple, because his presence is 4 and your willpower is 1. So you lock eyes as he finishes. He licks his lips and gets the last of that back to the nose. And then you start to like move back into each other, and then the camera, there's like a circle fade out where the camera closes in around you guys just about, you're about to kiss, and then it comes back out. The Alina, in like a full body cast, comes out of the hole and goes, "That's all, folks." And that is the end of our adventure.
Oh my!
That was the thing that happened.
You sound less than pleased.
I'm just surprised. I mean, yeah, that you succeeded. You made a few. You wrecked 3 families. But overall, I mean, you did the job you were hired to do. And you learned about your own 2 different species biologies and what comes out of their bodies during. So,
hooray!
We did it.
We did it.
Okay. Thanks everybody for listening. Thank you, Evan, for playing. Thank you, Alex, for being so kind as to join us and submit yourself to this sort of thing. This was a lot of fun. If you're listening to this, go to jodocast.com for more of this sort of thing and other sorts of things.
This sort of thing.
I think that's a pretty all-encompassing thing. Alex, what would you like to plug? Somebody listening, they are going to immediately run off to the internet and do whatever you tell them to do right now. What do you tell them to do?
Since Alex isn't here to reply, the answer is youtube.com/Star Wars Explained, where you can see new videos every weekday covering Star Wars canon and Legends lore.
I would recommend it. The Star Wars Explained channel and the official Star Wars channel, and I guess Star Wars Kids. I think those are the only Star Wars content I bother with on YouTube. So you're up there with the official ones.
There you go.
Because, not to get too sappy, but I think Alex does an amazing job at not having, like, bullshit. You know what I mean?
No,
There's no
true.
clickbait. It's very honest. Very good, informative content. Good stuff. And he's nice enough to come do this.
Play stupid games with us.
Yep. So you can go to your improv classes and say you played with the real titans of improv.
You can tell them how this story ended.
Well,
and no one asked what my character's name was. I was all set.
What was his name, Evan?
Mortensen.
Okay.
He was Vigo Mortensen.
Oh.
Come on. It was right there the whole time. You know what? I wanted it to happen organically. It just never came up.
Yeah, there wasn't an organic moment for it to happen. All right, that's going to do it for us. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Thanks, everybody, for listening. See you next time when things get even weirder, probably.
Hey everybody, I bet you thought we were all done. Well, almost. We just have one more announcement, and that is about this fall's Extra Life 24-hour gaming marathon that we are doing once again this year. So if you would like to get more information about Extra Life, what we did last year, what we're doing this year, follow us on twitter.com/thejodocast. Pay attention to upcoming episodes where we will have more details on it. And you can also head over to our Discord server where we will be answering all sorts of questions about that, as well as taking suggestions for what we should play and any other activities that we should try to get done during this year's 24-hour live stream. So thank you very much. Pay attention to our social media and come talk to us on Discord. Thank you very much. Have a good night. Goodbye.